Good morning, folks. Good morning. I'm gonna wait till a couple of people get in here first. All right. Let me say hello to the folks in the chat. Good morning, Kimberly Black. Good morning, Bree. Good morning, Louisa. Good morning, Lisa Laverde. Good morning, Ashley Nelson. Good morning, Lakeisha Michelle Hong. Good morning, Nosy Rosie. Good morning, Lovable Leo. Good morning, Vivian. Good morning, Soul Mahogany. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Did you see my title? Good morning, Lady Coltrane. Good morning, Purple Cow. Good morning, Trissy. Good morning, guys. You see my title? You see my title? Good morning, Renee Lard. Good morning, Sir Miguel. Did you guys see my title? Good morning, Trissy again. Did you guys see my title? My title said the shenanigans. You know what shenanigan mean? Dishonest activity. Good morning, Slim. Dishonest activity in the R. Kelly case. Guys, I got some update to give you. I just want to tell y'all. Okay, first of all, let me just tell you. You guys knew I was supposed to go to Chicago. I was supposed to be at the hearing. I'm glad I didn't go to the hearing today. I'm really glad about that. But I was informed that I can see it through the Zoom. Lo and behold, today I went to go look at it through the Zoom, and it's only in person only. That's the first shenanigan, in person only. So I did not have the privilege of hearing it in person of what actually happened in the hearing, but I do have an update in regards to the hearing. Here's the update. Shout out to Dottie for putting the update out. But they said the hearing was really short this morning, right? And Greenberg was there as representation, and you guys know Jennifer is not here. Um, Greenberg wanted to dismissal of the case, but he's waiting for the government, the state, to submit. Waiting for the state to review the transcript from the federal cases. Now, come on, y'all. They just reviewing it now. Come on, you had New York case happen last year, right? And then you had this case that happened in Illinois happen. Hold on a second. Let me decline that call. Sorry. You have the other case. Hold on. That might be somebody I know. Hold on a second, y'all. Hold on. I just declined the call. Hold on. Sorry, it was one of those telemarketing calls. You had this case that happened in September, right? And do you mean to tell me that these people had not had the chance to review these transcript? Come on, y'all. You already know that Geronda was on the case in Illinois, in New York, right? You already know Rashonda Lansfield was in this case, this recent case. And you know Heather Williams is suing him, and there's some sort of remedy done there. So what the heck? What kind of shit? And then you know that Lakeisha, look, whatever the name, Carter woman, that she was not. She wanted. I think somebody said she was trying to remove herself from the case or something like that. I'm not. I don't know what the actual information is, but you know you don't have a case, so why are you prolonging it? Well, the next court date is going to be November 14th, and the judge is asking for Robert to be there. And you know Robert was not there at this hearing because y'all, everything was on Zoom before, and all of a sudden it's no longer on Zoom. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy, y'all? Isn't that crazy? They changed the Zoom thing at the last minute, right? They canceled it where everything is in person now. So they didn't tell that to the inmates. They didn't tell them to bring them over from the. No, isn't that kind of weird? Isn't that kind of weird? I'm gonna put the link in. Maybe somebody want to come in and have a conversation about this. I'm not staying on long because y'all know me. I'm gonna get off in a second because I gotta go back to work. Um, isn't that kind of weird? It's a whole bunch of shenanigan, man. There's a lot of shenanigan going on. It's a lot. It's a lot. Oh gosh, we got to get this information out. I was speaking to someone last night, y'all. I was speaking to someone last night, and I was telling them what I was doing, with this fight with Mr. Kelly and everything. And the comment they made to me was like, it wasn't nice. And then after when I explained to them what happened, what happened in court, they're like, oh, I didn't know that, because all they doing is watching what the news has out there. All they doing is watching what the news have out there. And I was looking for we got so much work to do, y'all. We have our work cut out for us. We have our work cut out. Yes, Renee, they do make up their own rules as it goes. We have our work cut out. Yes, Renee, definitely. Guys, come on in if y'all gonna come in. If not, I'm gonna end this live because you know me, when I get in this mode right here, it's just I want to shut it down. I just want to get off and just because this is like so like irritating, there's a bunch of shenanigans going on. You know it. I just got a message that says, trust God. His timing is always. Hold on, let me read this. It says, trust God's timing. God's in control and his timing is always perfect. Yes, Trissy, I hear what you're saying, but I can't explain what I want to tell. Louisa says, I hear what you're saying, but I can't explain what I want to tell. All right, here's a link, y'all. Come on in. Come on in. And my the person I was talking to was like, wow, I'm sorry. I was listening to the news. I did not know. And then they said to me, they basically said, I'm proud of you because we're being told one thing. And I told the person that I was there at the court. I was there at both trials. It's not exactly what you think. And there was nobody chained up in no basement. He didn't rape anybody. There wasn't buckets and tied up chain and handcuffs and not feeding people. All of that was lies. That's right. If you don't trust God, then you might as well forget about what you're doing. You're right, Renee. Oh, well, to those who are just coming in, there was a hearing this morning, and it was. I was told before that the meeting would be on Zoom, and It was not. You had to be there in person. His court is one of the courts that you have to be there in person. So I had canceled my flight on Tuesday because well, part of me, I'm glad that I did cancel it because the hearing was so short that it didn't make sense to even fly out. So thank God that I did save time on that. So what I'm going to do is take that same flight number and change it over for the 14th of November. I'll do it that way. Um, but the judge basically wants Mr. Kelly at the court on the 14th of November. And also, the government, the state claims that they have to review the transcript from the two previous trials. Okay, that's what they're saying. They need time to review the transcript. My thing is, New York trial happened a year ago. You're still trying to review the transcript. Henny, where have you been? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Hey, Miss Fat. Where have you been? Hey, sweet one. Hey. Let me say hi to folks that just came into the chat. Hey, Renee, Lord. Let's see. Hey, Nikaya. I don't know how to say your name. Naganya? Nagaya? Hey, good morning. Sorry if I screwed up your name. Hey, Slim. Let's see. Sir Miguel, I spoke with you already. Okay, that's it. So the next hearing is on the 14th. The government, state, whatever, whoever they are, they want until, let me in. I want to talk about it. All right, here's the link. Come on in. Here's the link. Yeah, all is well with me, Nisi. Everything is well. God is working everything out. Right. Yes, he is, Louisa. He is going to be. He is okay. He is okay. Hey, Miranda. Listen, I'm just telling y'all the shenanigans that's going on. The shenanigan, the crooked tactics and craziness. They don't want support. They don't want. They tell me one thing and then it ended up being something else because they knew my butt was going to be right there in the courtroom, right? I was told when I contact them, hold on, Helga, hey, good morning. You're stuck. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you? How are you? How do you say your name?
It's Nagaya.
Nagaya. Thank you. Good morning, Nagaya. How are you?
How you doing? I met you. You probably don't remember. We was at the trial together in Chicago.
I remember you.
Oh, I didn't think you did. I was, because I'm not really too familiar with, how to message you on YouTube, just personally. So I was
Email
trying
me. Email me.
okay, if your email link to your
Uh,
YouTube channel.
yeah. Let me just put my email. So guys, put my email in for him so you can email me. Yes, I remember you. Absolutely, I remember you.
Yes, I'm just an adamant supporter of Rob, and I also get the same. My mother, when I posted on Facebook that I'm going to the trial, she said the same thing. Didn't he just get found guilty of molesting kids? And I'm like, because I was in the feds. And I'm like, when I was in the feds, so it wasn't true, right? She like, yeah. So why would you think it's true now? Especially being that me and you sat up in the trial and we heard the inconsistencies of everybody who got on stand, as well as I wasn't privileged to go to the New York trial, but we knew the inconsistencies of those testifying there as well. But everybody think that it is, like I said, the rumors are true, and this is not the case.
Yeah, and we were there at the trial. We know exactly what was said. We know. I mean, I just hate that this propaganda and all these lies are still being spewed out there, and these people believe it, and it's terrible.
because it's the death. I'll give it this day and age. Not even just social media. I'm gonna just take it back to the government. Law-abiding people think that the government are honest and truthful, and that is not the case. For them, and you said the trial to win this case, they would do any underhand thing that they could. And just case in point, I forgot the Van Allen girl name,
Lisa.
Lisa.
Hmm.
Y'all know that she was of age, but y'all got in the superseding indictment that she is a minor. If
Yes.
y'all know that y'all are in the best interest of law, you all will make sure that you correct, and put out the correct information. You had that one girl who come from Minnesota, I forgot her name, who said that R. Kelly sent a big white limousine to a 15-year-old house, and y'all just believe this, So certain things like that I just look into and be like, they just wanted to win. It didn't matter, but I'm out here trying to fight with you, to get it, exposed and let everybody know who were non-believers to believe that everything you're hearing is rumors. So
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know where we go from here. It's like I want to scream. I just want to oh my God.
me personally, I just believe, how they started that, Mute R. Kelly movement and how it gained momentum. That's gonna be the same thing that needs to happen to draw attention to the injustice of this man, and not just sweep it under the rug, not just say, because like I say, we've been there, we've seen it, that it's a modern day crucifixion, and it's like ain't nobody especially every black male should be at the top of any mountain because this can happen to my son, it can happen to me, just because, but you never seen in history somebody get uh indicted in the federal system in New York, in Chicago, and then the state,
Mhm.
as well as in Minnesota. So it's a reason behind why they focusing on R. Kelly so hard like that.
And then the funny thing is, it's it's like the stuff that they're doing is they're making up stuff, making they're changing the story and making it something that which is not. This is the thing that's really getting to me. They know how to manipulate and change words, change it, make it seem something when it's not. They use that surviving R. Kelly to get people's attention, and then they start feeding all this fake news, lies. How do you have so many people get up on the stand, have so much immunity? These people actually lied, and the juries come back with a conviction on lies.
But see, again, that's what I say. Me being, I was convicted in the federal, right, in the same deal, and stayed down there 3 years. The federal government put, and you see the how can I term it, these common words that they will put into every person that testified had to say these specific words, so it can seem like it's true. You see everything that they got up on that stand and said: victimized, they were victims, shame, they were scared. Even I forgot the Landfield girl who and Jennifer Bonjean, like, but you got affordable housing and you still in the hood. It's not like you moved. If you was that scared for your life, if this happened, why would you still be in the hood? You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying?
Why you didn't move this out of the state? Change your
Because
whole setting.
exactly. So when because you get your identity changed, and this is another thing. You say he got convicted of enticement and I think persuasion or something. The government enticed and persuaded everybody on stand, let her go on trips. See, the media don't know this or don't want to promote this. Y'all let all these people who testify on this man, y'all enticed them, y'all paying bills for him. Y'all
Yes.
saying y'all doing the same thing y'all saying he did. Wait, what is the difference? I don't understand. It's, It's just yeah. But like I say, people naturally want to believe that the government is what they are. But if
They're a bunch
if
of
people
crooks.
if people will really just take the time out, you don't like R. Kelly, that's fine. That's cool. Just take the don't just try like the government win just for the win. Go in there and do research and see the contradictions. Like I ain't gonna bring up the other social media person name who, she just completely against R. Kelly, regardless of whatever it is. Just go do your own research, and yet you will see that no, it don't smell right. So
And I
hopefully,
know there is something that God wants us to do because we're so passionate about it, and that's why I'm gonna, y'all. I'm serious. I'm gonna turn my plate down for a couple of days because I really need to hear from Him. I need to get answers of what I need to do because how I'm feeling about this, I can't let it just die out. I can't. I can't just let it go. I can't because it's so much injustice. It's so much injustice in this. So much. I mean, I don't know. I don't know.
but that's what and I'm sorry to say that's what they use the black female, and I'm passionate about it in this sense because I've always been a supporter of our country. But when it looks as if you're trying to crucify, especially a black man, using black women, when you know just from the proof that it's completely made up, every black male must look at that and say, wait, this could be me. You see what I'm saying? This can be my son, And then we bring it to the point of why is it a federal charge? Why is he being indicted in two different federal courthouses?
Yeah.
And then why the same reason he was able to get indicted without it being double jeopardy, he got found out guilty of. Then y'all using the same tapes that he got found out guilty of in the state. So it's not making sense to me. So
It's not. It's not. It's not making sense. And then you have this woman for 20 freaking years saying it wasn't her on this tape. 20 freaking years saying that. I mean, almost 30 years saying it wasn't her, right? And then you offer her housing, you pay for her trip, family trip, and all of a sudden her story changes to saying it was her. She was scared. He thought, but there was no threat, no proven threat that he did to you.
but
None.
not it because he's still, even when her father died, remember?
Yes, put him
Jennifer
in
Bonzin.
the obituary. See, they put the man's name in the obituary. If he's such a monster, you hate him. Why the heck would you put him in the obituary? I know people who have fight with somebody, they take the person's name out the obituary. Family members, they take him out. You know what I'm saying? So why in the world would you put this man name in your father's obituary? Why?
Even as recent as 2019, remember she like, my mama ain't doing so good. Won't you give her a call? Wait.
Oh, give her a call. Her grandmother died. What kind of mess is this?
And people will sit here and I swear, and I remember when I was in high school, you can call it right or wrong. I remember these guys and these girls wouldn't mess with people my age. The guys right now today, like, this never happened. Like, this is a figment of my imagination. One thing that they didn't understand and know that regardless of how you take it, 17 is the consent age in Illinois. It don't matter however you look at it, it's not against the law, you see. And people, especially like I ain't got to mention her name, but the reporter who did that first interview, you looking at it from this perspective as a parent. But if your daughter consented to be involved with me, it's not a crime. So,
but if the parents is allowing it, I'm saying, okay, y'all, okay, fine, okay. Say the words are scenario. Say y'all, he's guilty of it. Say that. Say it, okay, right? But what about the freaking parents?
But this is what I'm saying, Sylvia. No, because Aaron Donnelly said it, and that this is the truth, that you cannot, the parents cannot, that's not a defense that they use. But what I'm saying is, in Illinois,
why did not being held responsible too, because
No,
they're part of sex trafficking. Then,
no, they ain't got it. Listen, they ain't got to be because 17 is the consent age in Illinois. She don't need her parents' permission, and she said and testified that she was 17. So you never, and you was there. Well, you was at the New York trial. That's why I want the transcripts because that's the technicality. You said that R. Kelly smacked you at the end of August because you just told me you were 17 now. But then again, because I went and did research, R. Kelly, them 2 times he was in California, was you just said, and if you got the transcript, you can look at it because the prosecutor went back behind on direct and asked that every time y'all was in California, which you was only there 2 other times after that, did y'all have sex? She say no. So if that's the case right there, how can he be charged? Because you see, the only reason he got it, or he had to, they had to have a charge of sexual charge in California. You see, they don't say nothing about Illinois and her being 17. She had to get on that stand and said they had sex in California for him to get indicted. I mean, for him to get charged with that charge.
but what about the letter she wrote to her brother and saying
Exactly.
he didn't have sex with her? He didn't have sex with her till he was 8. She was 18. So what about that? I mean, Lord Jesus.
Exactly. I still that girl.
Herself, he did not have sex with her until she was 18.
But that's what I'm saying. Still, even if he did, and I'm not saying it's for each their own. Even if he did have sex with her at 17, in Illinois, she was a consenting adult. That's what everybody. I will holler this from the top of the mountain. I don't care if you don't do it, but she, not you. I'm saying, but another man won't mess with somebody young like that. But in Illinois, it's legal. You're not finna sit here and say that she was a minor when she wasn't a minor, for real, for real. So, and that's the point people don't seem to understand. Just like that other girl who got on Stan Tracy, and she was like, they asked her.
Her age too.
Exactly. They all did, but the one from Minnesota, I couldn't believe he got found guilty there when she said that they sent the limousine to her
No,
house.
that was in Minnesota. That was a Georgia girl. Remember, she was in Georgia because they couldn't use Georgia because Georgia, the consenting age is 16 in Georgia, right? So
I thought that was the Minnesota girl who, when she came up with her cousin, said, "I'm gonna go with you."
She was from Georgia. She met him in Georgia. She lived in Georgia. She took. Remember the limousine came from to pick her up while her mother was at work and took her to the airport to Minnesota. Took her to the airport to Minnesota. That's where supposedly she saw a concert. And there was no concert in that year in 1996 with Robert Kelly in Minnesota. There was no concert. There was no concert in Atlanta. There was none.
That's what I'm saying. With the government, they know this. Y'all do. It's like we just throwing it out there. Whatever sticks, sticks. Because like with the girl Tracy, when she said she first started working at the plate, and they're like, but when you filed this lawsuit, it said in 2000. What happened? You know, how can you change it now? Oh, and then Paulette, I just couldn't. Paulette was lying. I can't believe certain case testimony.
Remember, she talking about you got the right one. Remember how she got it? You got the right one. I'm like,
but I was looking at the jury, and when they was laughing at when she said, you know, gave them expletives and that y'all call it extortion, but I call it get my baby daddy and my baby in check or something.
Yeah, get my money. What?
I'm like, but Brittany was the one that you called in about. You never said nothing about yourself. Never. But now all of a sudden,
boy, look,
where this person come from?
But she didn't even come to court. And then I have cases I was reading. I have different cases that if a person doesn't show up, that person should not even be part of the case. They should just throw that part out. Why is the judge allowing them to even entertain that?
That's what I'm saying. These are things. It's some important appeal issues. You know. So that these certain things, you know, but I hate that it has to wait until the appeal process because it was blatantly lies. Like you can sit there and a rational person can sit here and say, now that don't even make sense, you know. So they just, for whatever reason, got it out for R. Kelly. Like I said, they ain't even do it to the mafia. The mafia, interstate commerce, Chicago, New York, California, all of it went through one federal courthouse. You got this man in two different federal courthouses. Where did they do that at? Like, and then the man at? Like, it's hopefully.
Yeah, we please contact me because we need to get some stuff together. We need to get this word out. We need to work. Okay, we need to if we have to get on somebody who's willing to give us a platform that's large to be able to spread this stuff. If not, we could use our platform and do these ground level stuff and get stuff out.
But that's why I believe it's so important. And I put this because I'm in this group, Celebrate R. Kelly on Facebook. And I put out there, I believe his daughter will have a better, when you say about platform, people will want to hear from her. And I know, like they say, another celebrity from Chicago, I won't mention the name, was against, when this came out, but then came back. It was like, now I'm with, R. Kelly, because now I can see the bull, that I took the time out to see that what was said really wasn't the truth. And I just believe his daughter with that platform and that age range can bring more attention to the fact that her mind was changed, and it changed back to saying, wait, I didn't know all this at first. You know what I'm saying? My mama was telling me this, and now I'm figuring this out. And then when you read the transcripts and see the evidence, you'll be like, oh, so everything I heard wasn't what it was. And I believe they would want, public would want to hear it from her mouth that, she's standing strong with her dad.
Yeah. But I don't think they want to get involved with that.
Yeah, I understand that. But when you look at this black man who did, and I didn't believe when Van Allen was like the other manager, I forgot his name. And I'm gonna say it, Caucasians don't use that type of language. Merc, like I'm like certain things.
Heard that word either. I didn't even know what that word meant. So
I was going down to the cafeteria and the two white press guys like, so how do you spell Merc? What does that even mean? And I'm like, that's some stuff some black people would say. I
have never heard that word before. That was my first time in court hearing that word. I don't even know what that word is.
Yeah, but it was. I was just hoping, being that he is very influential in our culture, and we can't take that away from him. I was getting to the point that I didn't believe, because when he said I'm a genius, that's something that a white person would say. I just can't see no black person say I can do what I want. I'm a genius. I just couldn't, like I say with the word Merc, I just can't see no black person saying that, and that's what they tried to throw out there. That was their narrative, So I would just believe, that his family, y'all got an important person in y'all family that, right now is under the bus that, he needs y'all support bad, regardless of whatever he did with y'all or not for y'all, whatever that case may be, it's a bigger picture than that,
Yeah. Look, I was listening to this live, which I'm gonna continue studying it, where somebody talked how those women, it was two of them who started out this whole movement to mute R. Kelly, and it was just two of them. If those two could spread the way they spread, we can do the same thing.
That's exactly what I'm talking about. Exactly.
See,
I forgot them two girls' names.
Sweet One says we have to work it the same way they did. They used the media to turn Black people against R. Kelly. Now the media needs to be used to point out lies of SRK, Gail, King, and all players tactic. Absolutely.
Who said that?
Sweet One just put it up. That's what
that's my sentiment, and I never met her. That's my sentiment exactly. And Black people don't understand that influence. This is what Gail King did this interview, and I was just looking at it today. You had the biggest ratings on that Friday because you're trying to crucify this man. And then you didn't even go do the research to see that the mother was the one who initially contacted R. Kelly. She was the one sent the pictures with Azrael in panties singing. You didn't do none of this research. Even when you had Asriel come back and talking about, at 23 now, you never brought none of this up. But you're in, at this time, you're in everybody's house. On this Friday, you got 6.6 million views. Your biggest ratings in your history of doing television. To sit here and you wasn't objective, you was biased. You wasn't asking questions of this man and, just putting the information out there and let other people come up with their own, decisions. You was crucified. You was like the prosecutor. That ain't true. You gonna tell me all these girls saying the same thing? I wanted to say, I remember Oprah. It was a rumor that you and Oprah was together. But it was a rumor. You know what I'm saying? But they put these 6.6 million people. Gail is in their living room. She already given, especially black females. I'm not throwing nobody in the bus, but we want to stick together. We're gonna make sure you putting these thoughts in these people's head, and then this is what they running with. She should have came back and did a conclusion and put the real story out there, but she didn't. So yeah,
I said, but it's in the hands of the appellate court now. What can we do? We have to get the word out, people. We got to get it out. We got to get it out. Because remember, he still have Minnesota case, and the state of Illinois is still not dropped. So Minnesota has not dropped it too, because they still waiting. They say they want to wait till the appellate, and then they're going to come back after him. So we got to get the word out. Regardless, the information has to get spread. We have to spread. We have to. It's not. I don't think we went to those trials for no reason. We went inside the courtroom to find out what exactly happened, and not going by all these stories that they try to put out on us on the news.
Can you just say, so people can see or hear, what the case entails in Minnesota?
It has to do with that young lady who supposedly said that she gave him a lap dance, and she was supposedly underage or something like that.
That child is soliciting prostitution, right? If the world don't see that they at this man and they standing on it, y'all finna waste taxpayers' money for some BS. You know what I'm saying? That's the only reason I asked you to put it out there, because it's just that y'all finna hold on to this case and try him in Minnesota when it's like, it's crazy to me, for real. Yeah, we all gotta be one voice, and start getting some things together.
Hey Sylvia, how y'all doing?
Good.
One of the things that we got to take advantage of is that this is a very critical election that's taking place at this time right now. Every state got to use our put our minds together, and we got to get in touch with all of these people that is running for office, these judges, these all of your councilmen, all of these people that we are sending to Washington to speak on our behalf from every state. That means that whatever you go in there to, if you're not speaking on behalf, because Robert is a U.S. taxpaying citizen, and we support him, and but we don't support the nonsense that has taken place with him. So therefore, what we got to do is we have to put a plan together of how we're going to speak to our senators, our congressmen, our people in our own state, and that means get these letters to them.
Nisi, I'm gonna explain something to you. Senators and Congress people move by volume. If we don't have enough volume getting the information out to the people to change the people's mind, we don't have the value.
Sylvia, did you just hear what you just said? I know you didn't just say that. I know you didn't just say that.
Are you listening to what I just said?
Yes, I heard exactly what you just said.
Getting the information out to the people so people's mind will be changed and seeing what the truth is. We haven't
And
even touched an ounce amount of
but
people.
And
And
let me tell you
what's
what
that
I'm
lady
trying.
name?
Nisi,
What is your name, ma'am?
Nisi,
Nisi,
Oh, how you doing, Nisha? My name is Nadia.
hi, I'm good. How about yourself?
I'm okay. And I think because what she's saying, it holds value because if we just put in context the Mute R. Kelly movie, it didn't generate anything. You know, it started with them two ladies and it slowly progressed. It had nothing to do with Congress or judges
Okay,
at that
but
time.
listen to what you just said, my brother. You said it started with the two women. That's how the devil works. The devil don't have to have a crowd of people, but God makes numbers count. And if we go about it the right way, they went about it the wrong way. We're going to go about it the right way. Right overrides wrong any day. And I truly feel that none of our senators, our congressmen, they don't know that we're tax-paying citizens that's paying for someone to have a lifetime of Section 8. I don't believe they know this. They can't know this. And we can't allow them to think that we're just that ignorant to be okay with this. Where it may be a few of us in numbers, but God gonna make those numbers count. I just believe that. I believe that we can do the impossible. We've done it just by doing what we've done.
Nisi. Okay, let's do this. Let's get some stuff done. Okay, I don't want us just to keep because we've been on this YouTube stuff and talking and talking and talking and talking. When it's time to do stuff, nobody shows up, nobody does anything. So I'm tired of just talking. This is where I'm at, Nisi. We got all these great ideas and nobody's trying to implement and carry it out. That's my problem with what's happening here.
Well, I can't say that I'm just not doing anything because that's not the truth. I have been sending, and when we get to the other level, you will see the letters that has been sent in on behalf of Robert. And trust me, it's not going to be an easy battle, but we realize that the battle is not going to be easy. But if we fight and we remain faithful in our fight, I believe in the end we will win. But we have to start somewhere and we have to take advantage of what we have right now. And right now, this election is very important. It's very crucial.
Aren't we a day late, a dollar short on that election thing?
I don't believe so.
A couple of weeks away. We should have been doing this months ago.
But this is something that I've been saying months ago.
Okay, why haven't you implemented?
Why haven't I implemented?
We keep talking. I'm sorry, it's not directed to. I'm just tired of the talks and no action. This is what I'm tired of. This is what I'm tired. We always have these ideas.
Okay, well, let me say this here. Georgia is the state that matters. Illinois is a state that matters. And Texas is a state. These three states really matter, but most so Georgia than anything. We've got to because majority of the blacks are Georgia.
Can I ask you a question? Getting these senators involved, what is it going to get us?
What is it going to get us? For them to hear us.
And do what?
And see the corruption that actually happened, because I promise you, once they hear us, they will go back and they will start speaking on our behalf. That's the same way that these two women did. How do you think these movements took place? They got to these same people.
But it was more social media involved in the government. It won't be something, and we passionate about it. It won't be something that the government is like, oh, look, we're going to go back and redo what they did to R. Kelly. But what we got to do, when she say value speak,
but
right now, Go ahead.
How do y'all think that? How do you think this here thing passed with the um, um, abortion? How do you think that passed?
Because they got the Republicans in there. They got the majority of Republicans.
And we got the Republicans too.
No, we didn't put him in there. Trump was the last one who made that possible by putting them three. I believe it was 3 Republicans in there. And they
but
got
what I'm saying is that the charges that Robert had, we have the Republicans on our side, but we got to utilize them to the best of our abilities. But I don't know that everybody can see that. Everybody may not be able to see that and understand that. Did he go out?
No, I'm back.
Okay. But I'm just saying, we can do this offline or whenever, but that's the direction that I think that we ought to be going, because I believe that we can. And I know we can. I know we can win, because it was just a few of us that was able to get out there, hit these streets, and get what's known out here and out for everybody to see what's going on now. It was only a few of us. It wasn't a whole a nation of us. And one of the things that we can say that we have a win is the fact that he was not found guilty on the conspiracy. We have to utilize that for to our best of our abilities.
But that's why you need the people behind. The people is the ones that start the flame, which will make everybody in those places that you're talking about become interested in what is happening in the streets. If it's only, and I hear what you're saying about God, but if it's only 3 people sitting there protesting, it's really not gonna draw no attention. But when you got millions of people and millions of the same ideals in many people's head, then this is something that everybody want to be interested in. Oh, what's going on over there? So you're gonna have to, for somebody to move, you're gonna need a whole lot of people behind you to get that person to move. If you don't have them many people behind you, then it's like we spoke about starting off with the media. The media is going in the direction that they're going in with these lies is because everybody, a whole lot of people is not saying to the media, no, y'all not finna broadcast that like that there, because they ain't had wood. But being that it's a small group of people now, the media can put out there what they want.
Well, why can't we get why can't we get him a publicist that will speak on his behalf? That's really what he needs.
But that's up for that man to say if he wanted somebody,
But he may not. I don't think he can afford it. So if we are trying to get the word out and we are willing to do, let me leave that alone. Because I don't want nobody to take what I'm about to say out of context and think that I'm saying something that's out of line. No, because I'm not. I don't want nobody's money, but I just personally feel like that if it's something that we believe in and we truly believe in it, we need to go about taking care of our business to make it happen, because we're going to do it if it was our own family.
And this is what Sylvia is talking about, putting in the effort or putting in the work and not just, talking about it, not saying anything directly at you. What we have to do, and there's a whole lot of supporters really need to just come together and start on a plan. And put that plan, everybody got to be on the same accord, though. And you know what I'm saying? Everybody can speak their opinions, everybody, what makes sense, and that's the way you go about it. But I just
if
feel
I'm
right
not
now,
mistaken, I think didn't Spit and Fire get some leeway What about getting behind her, supporting what she's pushing now? And she's getting some leeway. She's getting some traction on what's going on with this case.
So what I don't understand what that
She's been
entails.
contacting some people, and I she has been, well, I can't talk about it right now. I'll let her talk about it because I don't know what to say, not to say what to say. So I rather for her to come in and talk about it herself.
But do you know her?
Yeah,
I'm
I
not
do.
familiar
I'm
with
gonna, I'm gonna ask her to hold on a second. Let me just ask her to see if she could come and explain to people.
because her platform is just like yours. It's still a social media, and people watch yours just like they watch yours. And Dottie, I think the other lady name is you speak about.
Sylvia, I'm gonna come right back soon. I'm gonna go get finish getting dressed right quick. I'll come right back.
What? What the hell? Excuse me. I just gotta guys. I just have a I got something I need to read to you guys. Okay. There's been hold on a second, y'all. I need to mute something. Hold on. I'll be right back. Hold on. Okay. All right. Let me explain to you guys how strong this internet thing is, how strong this social media is. The government used social media to get Mr. Kelly a conviction. A lot of stuff that was put in those dockets and things like that was done because of social media. They got the sequential of the jury and all this kind of stuff because of the social media. Okay. This is a powerful tool that we have access to. We just have to be smart in how to use it. You got me in? Unmute yourself.
What's my name? He said Ian.
In. I'm gonna call you in. Say it one more
No,
time.
no, Nagaya.
In Gotti? In
No,
Gaia?
Nagaya. Nagaya.
Nug Nugaya. Nugaya. See, I'm gonna call you in.
No, I understood what you was talking about, and I'm on that same page about the value. Um, the volume is the most important part behind. That's
Well,
if
I have something to read to you guys. Got something to read to you guys, and this is the most recent the court filing, right? Because this is the social media is what got certain things happening. These people watch stuff that's on social media, and folks run their mouths and say certain things, and they grab onto it and they utilize it and use it against Mr. Kelly. Just like this recent lawsuit. I'm going to read something to you guys, okay? Just recently, a news person posted a court case information. It says here, they whited out the name, but I know who it is, okay? You guys know Heather Williams just recently got a win, right? But let me read to you. Plaintiff, Heather Williams versus Robert Sylvester Kelly and Keith Colbert. You know who Keith Colbert is, right? And
oh, I'm here. I muted it. You say Keith Colburn?
yeah,
No,
okay.
I'm
Here comes. I'm gonna read it to you guys. This is right on. Hold on. I'm gonna bring it up on Twitter for a second. Hold on. I'm gonna bring it up for you guys to see. Hold on. Got to bring up my Twitter. All right, I'm gonna open it up so you guys can read it with me. All right, here we go. I'm gonna share this. I'm gonna still call you in because I keep forgetting. All right, guys, y'all ready? Y'all can see that?
yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna read this. It says here, now come the plaintiff, which we know Heather Williams, by and through her counsel, Dutchman and Skewin and Skotsky Fish, whatever. The pursuant to 740 Illinois, whatever, complaints of the defendant Robert Sylvester Kelly and Keith Colbert as followed. One, the defendant Robert Sylvester Kelly is and now was an all-time relevant with here to a residence of the federal lockup known as the MCC in the Cook County, state of Illinois. The defendant is known to the public as R. Kelly, an American singer, rapper, and recording producer, right? Hold on. Sorry. Hold on. Trying to get the rest of this. How do I move to the next slide? Okay, here we go. Sorry about that. I had to go to the next slide. Got to make this bigger for you guys. Oh, hold on. That was number. Okay, we're missing some parts of this. Hold on, I got to go to my other part. Hold on, because it's missing some parts. Okay. All right. That the plaintiff alleged in her underlying complaint that commencing in or about June 1998, thereafter, until she was the age of majority, defendant Robert Sylvester Kelly sexually abused plaintiff Heather Williams. Specifically, defendant Robert Sylvester Kelly had sexual intercourse with the minor plaintiff. The defendant also engaged in oral sex with the minor plaintiff. During these repeated incidents, defendant represented to the minor plaintiff that this behavior was appropriate. Number 6, that plaintiff filed a civil complaint against the defendant, case number 19L 1957. The Circuit Court of Cook County entered a judgment against the defendant on March 10, 2020 for $4 million plus cost of suit. 7, the defendant was personally served with the complaint and had various attorney file appearance on his behalf and knew of the complaint and the subsequent judgment in March 2020. Number 8, the defendant, Keith Colbert, is a resident of Cook County in the state of Illinois and is known to be a childhood friend of co-defendant Kelly as well as his a business confidant. Number 9, that at the time of the filing of the lawsuit by the plaintiff and again at the time of, hold on a second. Hold on. I lost it. Sorry. Okay. I was trying to get the part where they're talking about the intellectual property. Okay. At the time of the filing of the lawsuit by the plaintiff and again at the time of the judgment against defendant Kelly, he owned composition and lyric rights of his songs and intellectual property. On information and belief and anticipation of collection effort by the plaintiff on the judgment and other action against him seeks civil damages for his civil and criminal act. Defendant Kelly set out on a course of action to dispense his composition and lyric rights and make himself judgment proof. 10, that in August 2021, defendant Kelly sold his ownership to his composition and lyrics right of $5 million to his childhood friend, Keith Colbert. That at the time in August 2021, defendant Colbert became the owner of Kelly's composition and lyric rights, Kelly's music works. 11, that sometime after appearance of defendant in the underlying childhood sexual abuse of April 26, 2019, the defendant, Kelly, gave his 3 Grammy Awards to a girlfriend in exchange for zero value. Wherefore, the plaintiff, Heather Williams, respectfully requests his honorable court enter an order setting aside August 2021 conveyance of fraudulent pursuant of act extend necessary to satisfy creditor plaintiff claims therein. The property to be set aside and plaintiff be allowed to obtain the rights to the composition and the lyrics right in order to satisfy judgment thereof and enter injunction against further disposition by the defendant debtors of intellectual properties rights, and 4, enter turnover order for production and transfer of plaintiff to the 3 Grammy Awards. 5, attorney fees and bringing this petition. 6, such other further relief of the honorable court deems just and equitable. Y'all see that, y'all?
So she want the Grammys.
She wants a Grammy. She wants his music. She wants a composition. She wants everything. And because people have been running their mouth on the internet talking about who's who and telling people business, and now they're coming after whatever people talks about on the internet. All the people that knows everything about R. Kelly.
Well, I don't, because I don't even know what's that girl name. Can you give me some background on her?
Y'all, do y'all remember somebody was on their live talking all that crap? Do you remember? Do y'all remember? I know you don't be on the internet like that, but folks know what I'm talking about. T-Girl knows what I'm talking about. Y'all remember? Miss Fat, remember? There's certain people who goes on internet and tell certain things. And these people are watching these channels, and they hear stuff that's supposedly nobody knows about. These people supposedly know everything. They run their mouth, and then these people catching on to stuff and put it in the courts. That's what's happening. Put it in the courts. And these supposed to be people before Mr. Kelly.
Did they honor her motion? Or they didn't hear it yet?
This is new. It's just submit.
Everybody coming out the woodwork. Everybody want a piece. Everybody. I can go and say he did something to me. I never met the man in my life. And they'll believe it. They trying to take somebody down, any ammunition that they can get, they will use.
Yeah, I saw Kevin Spacey's on trial. I saw him on trial. And all you guys that claim that go along with some of these people that supposedly know Mr. Kelly. And they keep running their mouth, telling everything, running their mouth on these YouTube channels. Yeah, I know exactly who it is. Yeah, I know exactly who I'm talking about. But I'm about to go because I gotta get my work going. I gotta go pay my bills. And send me an email. Send me an email. We need to talk. And it's 195 people in this chat right now.
Hit that like button. Now I see it.
The like button, please hit the like button.
Because the only way this is gonna get out there needs to go viral. Everybody needs to.
But there is an agenda, and y'all, I'm about to stick in my Psalms, y'all. The Book of Psalms. I told y'all, Book of Psalms.
Hey, let me ask you a question before you leave. Because I was trying to look for that song.
Which one?
That get the burdens off me.
It's not on. It's not on public. It's not out. I caught it from. I think it was Don Russell had his on his YouTube, and I took it off of there. That's where I got it from, and I just downloaded it, and but it's not out.
Well, I will send you an email. Like I said, I want to try to.
Send me an email because we got to figure out something. We got to get a plan in action going, and it's not something we need to, we need to go behind and discuss. You know, I come to the point now. If I haven't seen you in person, don't seen your face, don't know you, I'm not gonna trust nobody anymore. You get what I'm saying? That's like that because you don't know, folks. Man, they claim they for
Their
it.
intentions, yeah. They can have ill will intentions. So,
And there's so many people, so many people. You don't know who to trust.
suddenly sold for that almighty dollar. Want to be in the know. I ain't those. I read it. I know more about it than you type people. They be fabricating. So, yeah, I get up and email you behind the scenes, and we, and have
Okay.
a conversation. See,
Okay. Guys, put the email in there again so he could catch it. Sparks1565@gmail.com.
okay, smart. Yes, ma'am. You have a good day, man.
You too, hon. All right. All right, guys. I'm about to go. I don't I'm about to go. You guys, catch you guys later. Let me all right, let me go. My folks, let me see you guys in a minute. I see come to the back, please. I need to talk to y'all for a minute. All right. Later. Bye guys.